to talk more about this live streaming egomaniac.
Hammerhead's crew have a Sable agent pinned down. Not exactly a fair fight. Let's even the odds a bit.
I'll break your friggin' jaw! Come on, fight fair! Take him out!
Hey, you have to teach me how you do all that.
I wish I could say there was an art to it. Mostly I just try to go where the bullets aren't.
Well, I am in your debt.
What were these guys after?
These are humanitarian supplies, bound for Symkaria. You have heard of the civil unrest?
I heard it was more of a civil war.
Indeed. Well, these men attacked me and stole most of the supplies. Where they took them, I do not know.
I'll keep an eye out and let you know if I find any. Nice to meet you,
David. David Obademi.
Spider. Spider-Man. Okay, that sounded way less awkward in my head. Hey, MJ.
Peter, head to Soho. I have a lead I need you to check out. One of my jailhouse sources just told me that some of Hammerhead's guys are always at a certain pizza shop. Maybe you can trail them, find out where Hammerhead's supplies are.
You know, just once I'd like to have a phone call where we talk to each other about our days, like normal people.
Okay, so, honey, how was your day?
Well, Sable and I caught some bad guys.
Oh, so you are working together.
In concept.
You two have to find a way to work it out. Hammerhead's too powerful to take on alone. My jailhouse source also said that Hammerhead's using this Project Olympus stuff to, quote, improve himself even further.
Further? He was already a walking tank.
Exactly my point. If you two don't stop him soon, he might become unstoppable.
Too many people around. I'm not gonna be able to get close looking like this. Maybe if I ditch the suit. There. Now I'm just your average New Yorker. Hey, I think that's the place that got a 3-star review in the Bugle last week. No wonder it's crowded.
That mine or yours?
Mine. Yeah, what's up? Okay, tell him we're on our way. Hey, come on. We gotta run an errand for Tony.
Now? We're almost to the front of the line.
I know. Just come on.
Need to run an errand for Tony? Those have to be Hammerhead's men. Better follow him. But not too close.
So what do we gotta do for Tony?
Get his laptop. Guess he left it in his car.
You serious? Why can't he get his own damn laptop?
Boss probably has him doing something more important.
Well, where is the boss anyway?
I don't know. Tony probably does, though. He's tight with the boss.
Freaking Tony. Man, I should be the one who's tight with the boss.
Okay, sure.
Somebody following us?
Be cool, Pete. Be cool.
Guess not.
He's also the one who helped the boss come up with that trap for the Sable chick.
Yeah, like that's ever gonna work.
I don't know. Sounds like a good plan to me. And if we get her, we get the rest of her stuff, so...
So now you're on Tony's side? Yeah, I see how it is.
Listen, I'm gonna go talk to Sal. Keep people off the lot for a minute.
Yeah. God, frickin' Tony.
Gotta get closer to hear what they're saying. If I can't get next to him, maybe I can get above them. Need to get out of sight. Maybe climbing walls until I'm hidden. No one can see me. Now I can climb up to the rooftop. If I get above those guys, I can hear them. Gotta get to that alleyway.
Swear on my mother's grave, guy thinks he's next in line.
Ha! Next in line to shine my shoes, maybe.
Ain't that the truth? Anyways, Tony said he needs his laptop. Guess it's got all kinds of important stuff on it.
As laptops do. We put it up in C3.
Slot C3, huh? If I can get Tony's laptop, it could lead me to Hammerhead.
Thanks. Oh, wait.
Stimulating conversation, guys, but I've heard enough.
Spider-Man! Take him out!
Yeah, boy! Got him good! Get me out of this! Kill him!
Okay, now where's that laptop? That's not it. Nope, not this one. Nope. Well, hello there, Tony's laptop. Let's see if I can hack into it. Bada bing. Looks like he's got a Find My Phone app installed. Let's see where you are, Tony.
Hey, Pete.
Hi. Honey, how's your day?
Busy. Neck deep in research on Symkaria.
I'll make it quick then. Your tip was a good one. I'm on my way to one of Hammerhead's top men. If anybody knows where Hammerhead is, it's him.
That's great.
And one of his guys mentioned setting a trap for Sable. What do you think that means?
I think it means a bunch of old-school mafia thugs feel threatened by a confident, powerful woman.
Right.
Sorry, Pete. I don't mean to blow you off, but I'm on a deadline, so...
Yeah, totally. Talk later.
No, I don't know when she's coming. You just gotta be ready.
There's Tony.
I don't think that's enough, guys. Double it up. Then take him out of the bases. Why are you making me do your job for you? All right, then. How about this? How about I tell the boss exactly what you just told me? And if this thing goes south, he'll know exactly who to come down on. Yeah, that's what I thought. This ain't a negotiation. I am...
Spider-Man. You see that Sable chick? You tell her, my boss wants to have a sit-down.
Yeah, I could. But she doesn't really listen to me. Or anyone.
Give me the address.
Wait, how did...
The address!
Colexco building. Rooftop.
No, wait, it's probably an ambush! Sable, you're headed into a trap!
It does not matter, as long as Hammerhead is there.
You don't get it! I'm trying to keep you from getting hurt!
I can take care of myself.
Usually you can, but Hammerhead's been using your Project Olympus stuff.
I know,
Then you know he's turned himself into some kind of giant Frankenmonster.
and that is why I must stop him.
But not like this. Not by going right into a trap. Ah, Sable, what are you doing? Oh, hey, look, a trap. If only we had some kind of advanced warning.
I can handle this.
I'm sort of tempted to sit back and watch, but that would just be petty. They tracked her with their own tech. Looks like the whole thing is powered by those generators. One down. You doing okay in there, Sable? Or is it Silver? Or is it something else? Look up, you moron! What are your friends calling you? Wait, you don't have any friends, do you? And I bet you're proud of that for some reason.
Watch out! Watch this part!
Got it. Hang tight while I work on the other one. Get it? Hang tight?
Shut up.
You know, talking about your feelings has been scientifically proven to reduce stress and improve mood. Just saying, you'd be doing us all a favor.
You're in for some
Okay, just one more.
That's not good! Do that! You want the walls when I'm done? Get down! Take cover!
Yeah.
I'm gonna get in the air!
That's it. Okay, now let's get out of here.
So, if we stay here, Hammerhead will come to us.
Not so sure that's a good idea.
Bring him back to Earth! Take him out! This guy means business!
Acquiring target. Locking in. Good work.
Thank you. Can we please get out of here now?
See you in hell, bug. Two for one. My lucky day.
You're alive.
Did you honestly think I was dead?
How did you find me?
Same way she did. Watch out. That girl has trust issues.
How long have you been watching me? Watching us?
Long enough to know you're making a mistake. Hammerhead's gotten too powerful.
Do you really think I have a choice?
Here.
Wait, is that?
Everything you need to know about that ugly thing. Sorry for what I did to you. But now we're even. One more thing. His head, not as strong as you think it is.
Bye, Felicia. Let's see what's on this thing. If they're keeping Sable in that base, I bet they have those stolen humanitarian supplies in those other bases. I should call David about this.
Hello.
Hi, David. It's Spider-Man. I think I may have found those humanitarian supplies bound for Symkaria.
Great. Can you send me the locations?
Well, there's just one wrinkle. They're in heavily fortified bases guarded by bionic madmen with futuristic weapons and impenetrable armor.
That is quite a wrinkle.
Why don't I scope out their hideouts first and get back to you?
Thank you, Spider-Man. I greatly appreciate all your help.
Time to check in with MJ.
Peter, are you okay? I saw people posting pictures of you and Hammerhead and Sable
And Black Cat. Normally she brings bad luck, but not this time.
I knew she was still alive. What was she doing there?
Saving my skin, and giving me a lead on Hammerhead's hideouts. Turns out he's been stashing all of the stolen Sable tech underground.
What? How?
I'm on my way to find out, and hopefully rescue Sable, if she's still alive.
Listen, I've been digging into this Simcaria thing. It's a big story, something I feel like I need to be a part of. My boss agrees.
Wait, you're going to Simcaria? When?
Tonight. It's a rapidly developing situation. You and Sable can take care of Hammerhead. You don't need me.
Just because I don't need you doesn't mean I don't need you.
That's sweet. But listen, other countries are ignoring this crisis, including ours. These people are helpless. All of
The entrance to his hideout must be somewhere close by.
All units, a Sable supply convoy, it's checkpoint. Officers needing your battery.
That's a new smell. Yuck. Hope I find Sable before the fumes overwhelm her. If I can get through this without getting wet, that'd be a win. Hello? This is so cool. Hey! Whoa, look at this place. The amount of work it takes to make this city run is just crazy. I'll never take fresh water for granted again. Well, guess I'll just go with the flow. Okay, let's see where this leads. Looks like some loose bricks up ahead. Ah, nice. Okay, onward. Hammerheads, guys. They've taken over an abandoned subway platform. Gotta take these guys out, then look around for Sable.
You wanna know what I've been thinking? Not really.
Sure you know what you're doing? Why do you keep asking that? Because it doesn't look like you know what you're doing. You've been assessing for like the last 10 minutes.
This is delicate equipment, okay? One wrong move, and this whole generator's fried.
Boss would be Mike.
Why I'm being? Show me how it's done.
Oh, I never said I knew what you said.
Then why don't you shut up and let me...
I just think it's kind of sad when people tell lies to make themselves, you know, seem more important.
You are such a pain in the ass.
Yeah? Well, what have you done? What do you mean? He said he would. Boss is good on his word.
Yeah, but what if all this Project Olympus stuff is getting into his head? I mean, he's barely even human anymore.
So you want insurance? For what?
For the money.
I'm just not sure how many more of these things we can fit out here.
What's the main issue? Power?
Yeah, it's only a matter of time before the city finds out how we're leeching off the subway. And then what?
Then we'll grease some palms is what? Make sure we're left alone.
Maybe. But there's also the problem space.
Stop it! Just stop!
What's so funny?
Hey,
Sweet dreams.
I'm on it. Somebody there?
We got one of us!
I didn't imagine that.
Nighty-night. Okay, that's all of them. Now, I bet if I follow the power cables, I'll find where they're holding Sable. I should follow the power cables. Looks like they've jacked into the subway's power line somehow. What to do, what to do. Hope that's not a load-bearing subway car. Nice. Okay, follow the yellow wire. Better not find any lions, tigers, or bears. Oh my. Ah, tunnel's blocked. But I think I can still squeeze through. Body bags? Well, this just took a turn.
What happened with this one?
What do you mean, what happened? He died inside the thing, like the other guys.
Who was it?
Don't remember his name. Sal's cousin, I think.
Was it messy?
Nah, he just came out all huh?
If that's a pigeon, it's gonna be a dead pigeon.
Gotta do this quick, and then find Sable.
I'm a little too jumpy. Gotta relax.
Somebody...
Snoring now. This place looks like their main base of operations. Project Olympus. These pods require...
I told you, I just helped manufacture these things. I didn't design them.
Guess we got the wrong guy then. On the bright side, now we got our first test subject.
No! No! Don't turn it on! Please! Just give me a few minutes. I can figure it out.
Now that's what I like to hear.
Sable jetpacks. I'd pay good money to see Hammerhead's guys learning to fly in these things for the first time.
That cop almost killed me. I thought you said I'd be indestructible.
I said almost indestructible. After all, you're still human.
Then make me less human.
I'm not sure what you mean.
I mean what I said. Now get to work. All this stuff belongs to Sable?
Yeah, most of it's overseas, though. What are you thinking, boss?
I'm thinking about how she took over the whole city in a matter of days.
You mean back during that Devil's Breath thing? Yeah, that was crazy.
Not so crazy when you got the right equipment.
Well, we got those digging things.
Not good enough. If we want the best stuff, we're gonna need her.
Yeah, okay. how are we gonna do that? Just keep taking her stuff. She'll come to us.
XRT-89. Subterranean Troop Deployment Vehicle. That's the real name? Pfft, I'm sticking with Dig Boy. Whoa. If Hammerhead gets his hands on this thing, we're in serious trouble. Sable. Sounds like she's close. The only way out is through. High voltage wires and sewer water. What could possibly go wrong? If there's one takeaway from this underground lair thing, it's that Hammerhead should have fewer thugs with guns and a lot more safety inspectors.
Every minute I am here is another nail in your coffin.
You got spirit. I like it.
I will never give you what you want.
You came back for me. Why?
Because I need you.
I work alone.
I used to say the same thing. I know what's happening in Symkaria. I know why this means so much to you.
You think you know, but you do not know.
What can I do to make you trust me? Look, I think I know how we can take down that monster, but I can't do it alone.
Damn it! He let her loose!
Okay, here's the plan. Good plan.
Bring him back to Earth! We're gonna pound your face in!
Hey, Sable! No lethal force, okay?
Incoming! Watch it! They're working together!
Hey, Sable! Where did you learn to fight?
On the streets of Symkaria.
Yeah? I learned from watching movies. We should compare notes.
He felt that! How do you do that? Come on down here, you wuss! You ready, Bill?
Kinda nice to have you on my side for once.
Shut up and fight!
You gotta work on your fight banter, though. That was awesome! High five!
You said you could defeat Hammerhead.
You, know you left me hanging, right?
There are medical records in here.
Yeah, mostly about that metal plate in his head.
Carbon steel.
Super strong, pretty sensitive to...
Heat. I have an idea.
I, solemnly swear to, do whatever you tell me to.
I will call soon.
Yeah. Guess I'll do some Spidey work while I wait for Sable's call. Hey, what's that? What's with all the yellow stuff? Huh. Is this some weird street artist thing? A police report. Looks like someone was killed during a mugging, but nothing was stolen. What's with the audio recorder?
So, you have some work-related stress. Well, you came to the right place. That's my specialty.
So they tell me.
Give me some more specifics about how you're feeling.
Guess you could say I put a lot of pressure on myself. I like to be the best. Plus, I have a very demanding boss.
What kind of work do you do?
Everything here stays confidential, right?
Of course.
Good. Because if any of this gets out, you're a dead man.
The case file says 1 of 9. There must be more of these out in the city. There's a bunch of GPS coordinates here. I love treasure hunts, but something tells me I'm not gonna find a chest full of gold at any of these places. I think I'm close to another crime scene. Mystery person's calling card. This looks familiar. I think it's the last known location of a Maggia informant who disappeared a few months ago.
I'm feeling a little uncomfortable. I think we should end the session.
Sorry, Doc. I didn't mean to scare you. I've just been paranoid lately. Like I said, stressful job.
Okay. Tell me a little bit more about your job. Describe a typical day.
Typical day? Guess it starts with waking up, checking my phone, see what the boss wants me to hit that day. Then I go grab breakfast. I've been trying to do that keto thing, you know? Then I do the hits. Sometimes it's messy, so I gotta head home and clean up. I try to get to the gym in the afternoon. Then dinner and I...
Sorry, can you go back for a moment? What does do a hit mean exactly?
It means I kill who my boss tells me to. I'm pretty good at it by now. Got quite the resume.
This guy sounds like a Maggia enforcer. Feels like this is just part of the story. I should keep an eye out for more scenes like this.
Hey, Peter. Just letting you know I haven't left the house.
Glad to hear it. What's up?
I've been listening to the police radio, and there's stuff happening all over the city, like constantly.
Pretty overwhelming, isn't it?
How do you do it? I mean, you can't be everywhere at once.
Remember what May used to say, You help someone, you help everyone.
Yeah. But I never really understood what she meant.
Okay. You know that lady that came in to feast the other day with her 2 kids?
The one who just got evicted?
Yeah. After she found a job and was about to move into her new place, she told me, as soon as I get my first paycheck, I'm sending as much as I can back to this shelter.
So we helped her, and now she wants to help others. Helping is like a force multiplier.
Exactly.
May was pretty great, wasn't she?
The greatest. I'm gonna send you an address as soon as I'm done with all this, so stay ready. And bring those web shooters with you.
Finally!
Another crime report. Let's hear what the recorder has to say.
So what do you think, Doc?
Well, clinically, you're a sociopath. You have no remorse for your actions. You clearly are not stressed. I doubt you think there's actually anything wrong with you. So, why did you really come see me today?
You're smart. I like that. Okay, let's get right to it then. You do what I tell you, and I won't kill your family.
Whoa.
You want to get right to it? Okay then. I know why you're really here. I knew who you were the minute you walked in that door. And I also know that before I do anything for you, you're gonna do something for me.
Well, that took a turn. These crime scenes all feel like covers for Maggia hits. And if the guy on the tape is a Maggia enforcer, maybe he's the one who killed all these people.
I am ready. Meet me at my base.
I've been meaning to ask. How exactly do you have a base in the city that I don't know about? Right. Good talk. Why is she always hanging up on me? Maybe she didn't hang up on purpose. We probably just got disconnected. She could be waiting for me to call her back. Or she could be running out of minutes on her cell phone plan. I mean, she's probably doing international roaming. That stuff is expensive. Or maybe she just really needed to polish her pistols. Let's apply Occam's razor. The simplest and most obvious solution is... she hates me. Ugh. Logic takes the fun out of everything.
Let's get to work.
So where's this base you talked about? Whoa. Your toys are so much cooler than mine. love this invisible floating fortress thing. But now that all of New York City has seen it, Hammerhead will probably be here soon.
I am counting on it. So let us work quickly. I have acquired a Class 5 laser array. We need to calibrate it to prevent it from overheating.
Lucky for us, I'm working on my master's in calibration. Let's do this! Okay, what's first?
Pull the housing array into place.
On it. Huh. Whoa, nice laser.
Housing locked.
Done and done.
We are not done.
Oh.
We must reset the targeting field aerials.
Sure thing. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Exit the hangar and navigate to the top of the nearby transmitters.
Alrighty. So, we should talk about the strategy with Hammerhead, don't you think?
What is there to talk about? Find him. Then focus the laser on the plate in his head. The laser will heat the carbon steel to critical temperature, which will rearrange its molecular structure.
And soften it so I can knock him unconscious. I get that part, but how do you know it won't, melt his brain?
When the wolf attacks the sheep, he risks getting shot by the shepherd.
Okay, well, Shepard, just remember my no-killing rule, okay? Done. How's it look?
Systems appear functional. Now we must test the targeting and power levels.
Cool. Wait, this doesn't involve shooting me, does it?
Not yet. But I do need you to launch those targets.
Right. Okay, ready?
Ready.
Bombs away! Hit it! Hold!
Just a few more.
Cool with me, this is fun! Here comes another one! Nice shot! Is this how modern militaries do skeet shooting? Oh, can we do one more? Please?
You're a child.
Yeah, well, we're all children on the inside. Whoa!
Come back. We have one more thing to do.
On my way.
We must adjust the gyroscopic
Navigation stabilizer in order to compensate for the weight of the laser. Go to that terminal and wait for me to activate the system. System ready.
I'm going in. Okay, that should do it.
You two teaming up now? Cute. But it ain't gonna do no good.
Sable? Use a little help here!
The laser is down.
Can you fix it? That's it! Okay, I'll just do the hammerhead waltz for a bit. Time to get personal!
I just want to thank you for showing me what I've been doing wrong for years! If I want to rule this city, I gotta modernize! Evolve!
Okay, almost there.
Now that I'm involved!
Sable, what's your status?
Laser is back online. Hold him in place!
What do you think you're doing?
Now I can get in close.
You think you're hurting me? Ha! Nothing hurts me no more! You're going down! Keep using mini-throw! You can fire!
Indestructible, huh? I think not. Give up now, before I really hurt you.
Keep trusting. Still no respect. What's it gonna take?
You know what I respect? A guy who knows when to quit.
Commencing bombing run.
Damn, I missed.
Keep them coming. I'll make sure the next one hits.
Love your tech, Sable. Too bad I gotta use it to take you out.
He's quick. I gotta be quicker.
I am making another pass.
His shield's too strong. I need to disable it first. Gotta grab those bombs as she's dropping them.
Eat this!
I am on approach. Keep your distance. Do not let him use it.
Good hit!
Here comes the power! Coming your way, bug! Let's see you dodge this! Look at me! You can't kill me!
Can't let him hit me!
Coming in. Get ready. I dropped the bomb. You throw them at him.
Die, bug!
Get ready.
Yay, teamwork!
Eat this! You guys just don't give up, do ya? I respect that, but I'm still gonna kill ya! No!
Now hold him down.
You're just pissing me! Keep it coming, bug! Look at me! You can't kill me! I
Take
need
what's behind door number 3!
Now! Let's see you dodge
I am making
this!
another pass.
Man, he's fast!
Coming in. Get ready.
You fight good, but not as good as
got
me!
Okay, time to get... His shield's down! Indestructible, huh? I think not!
How'd he do that?
Do it! Can't let him hit me!
I can handle this! You're going down!
Shield's too strong. I need to disable it first.
You two got skills!
Commencing
I give
run.
you one chance! Join my crew, or die!
I'll take what's behind door number 3. Yay, teamwork!
Die, bug! They'll be cleaning you up.
Can't let him hit me!
Time to die, hero.
Do it!
Hold him steady.
You're just pissing me!
Yay, teamwork!
Now hit him.
You have a hard head in every way!
Keep your distance. Do not let him use his head.
Good hit!
You're going down! Eat this! Love your tech, Sable! Too bad I gotta use it to take you out!
Good work. Now hit him.
You fight good, but not as
Quick,
good as me!
I gotta be quicker!
Here comes the pain!
Shoot him!
I am trying. Not now. Not now. The laser is down. Wait. I have an idea.
Can't wait much longer!
Hold him!
Then what?
Get ready to jump!
Wait, what? That was fun. Hey, you have dinner plans? I know this great pizza place.
I must return to Simcaria.
Right. You have a war to fight.
I do not like to fight. Do what I have to in order to help my people.
I know. That's what heroes do.
I am no hero. But you have taught me a few things.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Like how to disarm my enemies with bad jokes.
Actually, they're good jokes, but I understand humor can be subjective.
Thank you, Spider-Man. For everything. I don't do hugs.
Yeah, right. Of course. Hey, can I get a lift back to the city? I'd swim, but it'd take forever to get the river smell out of my suit.